elementary school, but if you could just listen, I mean, don't talk. I'm really just going to take out the voices, so it's just really pictures of you guys, so they have proof of me reading the story to you. So, this is my little children's book. Okay, don't get up and walk around. That would be great. Okay, so it's called, Are You My Source of Energy? Okay. I always wanted to explore the flower garden. Ever since my old granddad told me the beauty that laid behind the berry bush, I'd only dreamt of the mysterious heaven-like flowers that would grow there. I lived underneath the wise oak tree, directly in its shade. No sun ever bothered to shine its light towards my nursery. I was a delicate flower, and my leaves only grew out half the normal size of my kind. No one allowed me to go past that berry bush or even look into it. However, I was almost a fully grown flower. My third leaf was just about to sprout, and everyone knows that when you have 3 leaves, you're cool, and you get to hang out with the roses. Roses are the wildflowers of the garden. If you are able to hang around roses, a flower is ready for danger. However, today I was ready for that danger, no matter what other flowers said. I knew I wouldn't be gone for long from my flower patch because the berry bush was only 2 stepping stones away. When I got there, I knew I had to be careful and slow. Looking through that berry bush wasn't the issue. The big problem was trying to see through the bush with the berries in the way and not moving the bush too much. There is this beehive above the bush. Older flowers say that the bees are so large that they will tear you apart trying to take all your pollen. So I had to be smart because I was such a small flower. Carefully pushing the berries away, the light from the other side blinded me. When I could finally see, I saw a flower with petals of gold that shimmered in the sunlight. From that moment on, I knew I had to find a way to be like her. The wise oak trees would know, I said to myself. Turning around, I knew that the wise oak had to have an answer to be more like her. On my new journey, I kept imagining her beauty and how large her petals grew out, and her stem. I just had to find the source of her energy. The wise oak was a very wise tree that stood in the middle of the flower garden, watching over his little plants. "Oh, wise oak, are you still awake?" I screamed at the top of my lungs. 2 eyes from the grand tree suddenly appeared, staring back at me. "Oh, hello, Sherry Flower. How is my little angel today?" The wise oak said with a deep, booming voice. "Not so good," I stated, trying to get the courage to ask my question. The flower on the other side of the berry bush with her petals that shimmer in the light. How do I become more like her? Yes, Sherry, I see. Her petals were made with beauty because she was planted in pure soil. But what makes her who she is her source of energy. The wise oak said, "You need to find out what the source of energy is and what makes us plants who we are. Can you do that, my Sherry Flower?" My next mission was to ask around the garden to see how plants get their energy. I first saw Lady Tulip. "Lady Tulip, who is my source of energy?" "From the water in the ground, my dear, that comes up our roots," she answered in a kind, graceful tone. I nodded to her and said thanks, then went to my next plant I saw. "Mr. Shrub, who is my energy?" I asked with quite eagerness. "Well, from the sun's energy, of course. Every plant should know that," he replied back with much confidence. Great, I was on my way and it wasn't even sunset. I suddenly saw my best friend Lucy. She would know who my source of energy is. "Lucy, who is my source of energy?" I asked. "Well, we use water from the earth, energy from the sun, and carbon dioxide from the humans. It's called photosynthesis," Lucy responded. "From the humans?" I wondered. "The humans actually help us grow?" "Very much so," Lucy quickly answered me. "And we help them grow because we make oxygen that humans or animals need to breathe." "So you're saying we help each other?" I responded, finally starting to realize how my plant body works. "Cellular respiration makes energy called ATP in my cells so that I can release oxygen." I was starting to get excited. I said thank you to my friend Lucy and dashed back to the wise oak to tell him all my findings. "Wise oak, oh wise oak, I have so much news to tell you. I have found who my source of energy is, or shall I say, who they all are," I said, catching my breath. "Yes, my Sherry Flower," the wise oak also said, excited. "Energy from the sun, water from the ground, and air from the humans breathe out. These all help me grow. The wise oak replied. Now you know why that beautiful flower on the other side of the berry bush grows so large. Her petals shimmer in the sunlight, water runs through her roots, and humans sing to her every day. But don't get too discouraged, cherry flower. You will too one day be sung to, grow in watery soil, have the sun shimmer on your petals, and grow even more dazzling than her.